Are you a liar? I try not to be a liar. The dictionary defines a liar as a person who tells a lie or who lies repeatedly or utters falsehoods. When you hear something about someone or some incident, do you have to add your 2 cents on to make it your story or to make it more worthwhile to hear? I try not to do that. Since attacking this Christian attitude thing that I've developed in the last year or so, I've had a lot of struggles. In situations where I hear things, I have in the last year made a very conscious effort. If someone is saying something negative, I either add something positive or I don't listen, and I don't pass. There isn't anyone in this building that is perfect. No matter what you think, you are not perfect. Not one of us. I really struggle with people who think they're better than someone else. I told you a couple of weeks ago that I was totally amazed that the cleanup sheet got filled. There were people in this church that signed up to do things like clean toilets, clean drinking fountains, and do things that you do in your own home. And this church is a home. It's the Lord's house. There are some that didn't do it for some reason or another. And I hope that you didn't do it because you thought that you were above that. I did it for 3 years and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I told you before that when I vacuumed your pew, that was a prayer for you that week. That way I was praying for everybody in the congregation every week. And that was where I was stuck trying to be a Christian. Those are things I thought that I wanted to do. There are things that get done in this church every single day that nobody knows who does it, nobody thinks about who does it, it's just done. TJ and Matt and Rob have all said from this pulpit that we should be and set good examples. Christian examples for all. Beware of what you say and what you do by who might see or hear you. And for those of you that have little kids, you know better than anybody. Because what you say at home, you might hear down the aisles at Walmart. So you have to be careful what you say. I can remember, I don't think Kyle was 3 years old. And he wanted a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. So we got him a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Somebody did. I don't know if we did or Robin did. He got a little power vacuum cleaner. And he'd go all around the house, and he'd take the rope and he'd go like this. And he'd go like this. He would see his mother and his dad and me and Tom, when we were vacuuming, moving that cord and pushing up our glasses. You know, kids are what they see and what they hear, so we have to be really careful. In Psalms 17, the wicked shall depart, all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, nor the hope of the poor perish forever. Rise up, O Lord, do not let mortals prevail. Let the nations be judged before you. No one knows you better than God. You can say something with your mouth, but if you don't feel it with your heart, who knows it better? And that's God. When I think of this, what you hear and what you do, I think about Helen Byers, and I'm so glad she's not here because I'd probably cry. She was a perfect example for me. She is a great person. She's a behind-the-scenes person. She's a hard worker. She's a good Christian person. Someone who sets a good example every single day. If you hear Rip say it one time, he'll say it 10 times. She wakes up every single morning singing, "Oh, what a beautiful day." And he's sick of hearing the song, but that's how she feels in her heart. She feels that she's here one more day to praise the Lord. And I think that that's how we should be. I try. I think, too, that she and Opal Nicholson together set good examples for my children. My kids went to Sunday school here when they were very, very little. And I think that they gave them some basic Christian desire, knowledge, whatever. Because how many kids do you know that go off to go to college and look for a church to attend? My kids did. They went to church. I'm very proud of that. Now, TJ would probably tell you that he went because those families fed the college kids. But the bottom line is they went. A lot of people go to church and Sunday school every Sunday. I try. But when they walk out the doors of this sanctuary, do they go back to their old stuff? Go back to their old ways? I have tried really hard in the last year not to do that. I want to do what I do in this sanctuary. I want to take with me whatever I leave. And what I hear, well, sometimes I hear. No offense, Rob, sometimes I don't understand it. If I understand it, and I can decipher it, and I try to apply it, I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference for our church, my family, community. I want people to know that I'm a good person. I don't want to walk out this door and then forget. So as my family, you're going to hear a lot of my family singing after this song. But as I'm saying the words of this song, I'd like my family to get up and get ready to sing the words to this song. Careless, I am reckless. I'm a wrong way traveling, slowly unraveling shell of a man. Burnt out, I'm so numb now that the fire's just an ember way down in the corner of my cold, cold heart. Here at the altar, oh, my world so black and white, how could I ever falter? What you show me to be right. I'm trying so hard to stop trying so hard. Just let me be who you are, Lord, who you are in me. Jesus, I'm trying so hard.